All right, so I'm starting with some beef tallow here, getting my cast iron pan nice and hot. You know what I mean? If you're new to carnivore, this might feel weird at first, but this stuff is like liquid gold. This is real fat. It's actually what fuels you. Once I stopped being scared of fat, everything changed for me. Okay, so here I'm salting my ribeye and my T-bone pretty heavily, and I do that on purpose because on a carnivore diet, electrolytes matter a lot. Like I used to have high blood pressure. Even when I did what my doctors told me and I cut the salt out, nothing changed. Now I salt my food generously. I eat meat, fat, and my blood pressure's normal. So if you're eating carnivore and you're feeling tired or sluggish, it could be the electrolytes, so maybe try upping your salt game. Now, would you listen to that? I mean, that sound never gets old. This is kind of like deep frying the steaks. You know what I mean? Like if you've never cooked them this way, give it a try. I think you'll be impressed. You know, I love this part too because there's nothing fancy here. There's no marinades, no sauces, and no food distractions. It's just heat, salt, and the meat doing exactly what it was designed to do. And honestly, cooking like this has helped me mentally too, because there's something so grounding about simple food with almost no prep time. All right, so this is how I eat it. You know, it's a bite of steak followed by a bite of butter. And yeah, you can't forget that cold Topo Chico to wash it all down. Like that's my combo right there. Now I know some people this looks extreme, but I gotta be honest, this way of eating is what gave me my life back. I was told I had type 2 diabetes, and my doctor literally said, well, there's nothing you can do to reverse it. You can manage it though. So she recommended the Mediterranean diet. She even told me she was a diabetic and had been one for years. Well, I reversed mine with the carnivore diet. Oh, and I also had IBS, and I mean bad. Like I used to have to time my meals based on where I was going to be because I knew after about 17 minutes of eating, I was going to need a restroom immediately. You know, I also had sleep apnea that went away. So did my low testosterone and debilitating anxiety with agoraphobia. It was gone. And I dealt with that for 20 years and I was on medication. And as a side effect, you know, I lost about 120 pounds in a year with no exercise, and that all happened in the kitchen. So in Philippians 4, Paul talks about learning contentment, whether he had little or much. Now, I'm not saying Paul was talking about food there, but that principle of contentment helped me rethink how I approach eating. Let me say this from a personal standpoint. Taking care of my body matters, not in a prideful way, not as a measure of spirituality, but as stewardship. You know, 1 Corinthians 6, 19 to 20 says that our bodies belong to God. Now, that doesn't mean perfection, but it means responsibility. So for me, eating this way has brought clarity, consistency, and peace back into my life. And when my body isn't fighting me all day long, it's so much easier to be present, thankful, and well-rounded. Now that was some good eats.
Neat.